Joan Rivers, the one and only. There she is with Melissa. We lost her last year, and we deeply miss her. She was a friend of Good Day New York.
Yeah, she came on quite often with Melissa.
Fan of Roseanne.
And one of the reasons why we loved her, hilarious, not only on our show, but everywhere she went. Watch this.
A girl, you're 30 years old, you're not married, you're an old maid. A man, he's 90 years old, he's not married, he's a catch. It's a whole different thing.
You think you're any older?
I don't feel any older. I feel great.
Yeah, you know when I feel older? I went to buy sexy underwear and they automatically gift wrapped it.
Oh.
And you go, oh. Age and it will happen to all of you. The body drops, my breasts. I can have a mammogram and a pedicure at the same time. And yes. When you look at this outfit, it's like, it's perfect for a girl your age. It's like having a gay boyfriend. It's cute and it's fun and there's nothing sexual about it.
All right, a little.
She said it like it is, and her jokes still have legs today, you know?
I don't know who that is. I think it's
She's
Bella.
making fun of somebody.
Bella Thorne.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we saw a little bit of Joan solo, but over the past couple of decades, she had a partner in crime and hilarity, her daughter, Melissa. And Melissa is out with a new book. It's called The Book of Joan, Tales of Mirth, Mischief, and Manipulation.
Yes.
It sounds great. Melissa, welcome to Good Day. Good to see you again.
Good to see everybody.
Nice to see you. How you doing? How was your Mother's Day?
My Mother's Day was good. It was actually good. Cooper and I went to brunch. Or we had brunch at home.
Right.
And then
just the two of you?
No, we had some friends over.
Good.
And then, just like any lucky parent, of course, there was a playoff game scheduled for Sunday of Mother's Day for lacrosse. So I spent it at a play. You know what's amazing? They never have games on Father's Day.
First of all, there's games all the time.
Yes.
I remember my son growing up.
Yeah.
It was like there was no holiday that we didn't leave the table.
But specifically, it's always nice to have a single round elimination playoff game on Mother's Day. That always makes for a great afternoon. But we won, so we're happy.
Well,
okay, that's good.
Your mother, Melissa, I think was kind of more than just your mother. I mean, she was your partner, both in business and on screen. So how has this past year been? Almost a year.
Well, it's been 8 months. And it's hard. It's hard. I'm finding my voice again, And I think this book has helped me tremendously. People say, why did you write the book so fast? And I wanted to call it cheaper than therapy. But what it did was it gave me permission to laugh. Because I sat down with my writing partner and started going through funny stories and funny anecdotes and things that happened and things that we experienced together. And it made it okay for me to laugh again.
I mean, you've had to deal with a lot of stuff. I mean, you're thinking about selling your mother's apartment,
Yes.
right? Is that already on the market?
Yes.
Any bites?
Perhaps.
Ooh. Now, you have an apartment in the same building.
Yes.
Are you going to sell
Yes,
yours
we're-
too?
yes.
The whole kit and
The
caboodle?
whole kit and
So
caboodle.
you're going to just move to the West
Well,
Coast?
I just think, I grew up on the West Coast, so it's not like I'm moving to the West Coast. I've been there since I was 3 years old.
But I feel like your mom had her base here. Her holidays were here.
Yes. It would be awkward because they're attached, the apartments. So it would be awkward, I think, for me to seal off that door and be like, there's someone living in my mom's place. So I think that would be too awkward for me. So, I'm going to sell it all and figure it out from there.
Melissa, the laughs, by the way, start on page 1 with the dedication. At first, I thought it was quite somber. For my mother, whom I think about every day, and for my father, who as of this past September is no longer resting in peace.
It sets the tone for the book. That was the first time I laughed after my mother passed, and we're all at the hospital, and everyone leaves the room, and I'm alone with her, and I start to laugh, and I'm thinking, oh my God, my father is now having the worst day ever. She's there and she's pissed. That's all I can think about. Like, oh crap, I've had 25 good years. I gotta run.
I mean, you had such a hard time. I mean, you in California with your son. You get the word that a routine procedure went horribly wrong, and then you rush back, and you kind of know already in your gut what you're going to have to face.
Yes. I mean, you hold on to shreds of hope, and the doctors give you a little hope here and a little hope there, but in your gut, and you have to make the decisions. And luckily for me, my mother made the decision to remove life support as easy as possible by being very specific to me and in her living will what she felt was quality of life, which was to be able to go on stage for an hour. We're like, oh, okay, I can just wheel her out there and be funny.
I know.
So she was very clear, you know, and that was very much a gift.
Was it your idea to have everybody come say
Yes.
goodbye? And with the hair and makeup?
Yes.
You got a hair and makeup before?
I had her normal hair and makeup people come and do her and put her in her favorite sort of house coat's the wrong word, but
lounge
outfit.
Okay.
And hair and makeup and her own sheets and filled the room with flowers and gave people an opportunity to come and say goodbye.
Your mom was kind of an open book, I think it's fair to say.
Yes.
But is there anything that we possibly haven't heard from your mother or you before about your mother? Something
Oh,
good?
yes. There's lots of stuff in there. The scariest words ever uttered in our house were always, Melissa, get in the car. She was a terrible driver. We talked about that a little bit on the reality show. But I go into great depth about her driving abilities, about her run-ins with the police. I think one thing that people are learning is she liked to hitchhike.
No way.
Yeah.
Under what circumstances?
Well, she went. The story I tell in the book is, she was on her way home from the airport, and was hungry. And there's a market, a very large supermarket, right on my corner. My street's 150 yards away, you know. And the car dropped her off, and the guy pulled into the parking spot right in front of the market. She went in and got a salad, came out, and you wouldn't want to turn your head left or right to see where the car went. But he wasn't directly in front of the door, so she's like, screw this, and went out on a Pacific Coast Highway and stuck her thumb out. And someone picked her up, and she was missing for about half an hour because she missed the turn to my street. And she shows up, and like, we're all going crazy, and it's, you know, and somehow it became my fault.
I mean, she did some crazy, wacky things.
And for people who live in LA, literally, it's the Vons at Sunset and Pacific Coast Highway, and my street is 3 minutes from there.
That's so funny. Has your son read the book yet?
I don't even know if he's read it. I don't think so. I mean, he was through the writing process, and I would read him stuff. You know, he's 14.
But he had such a special relationship.
Yeah, but you know, he's still 14.
Yeah.
You know, that's interesting now. What about me? You know,
right.
What was the joke someone just told me? It's no teenager believes that the Earth revolves around the sun, because clearly it revolves around them.
So true.
Yeah, you know.
So true. Some of the things.
And I have a good one, and I say that, you know.
Some of the things I remember your mom doing to you, the crazy things, like she walked up there while you were taking a shower with a TV crew. I mean, I was mortified
I
for
was
you.
too.
You know, that was a funny moment.
It was a very funny for everyone.
Yeah, great television.
And then when she kissed a woman and she liked it, and you were like all over her.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, at one point you just go, like, really? Are you doing this just to get a rise out of me? I think Jimmy Kimmel put it once best, that our reality show at times felt like a giant prank on me to see if they could actually break me. So, but I love the book, and I love my mom, and I miss her, and it was an opportunity for me just to tell stories. Well, you read the back flap too, the back jacket.
Yeah, I did get through that.
Did you? That was actually I was being honored by a group called Our House that I do work for, and that was the ad my mother took out in the tribute book.
Here
What
it
does it
goes.
say?
Dear, it's like a gift card. Dear Melissa, maybe this is not the day to tell you you were adopted, but I love you with all my heart and am as proud of you as if you were my own. She
That was
paid money to get
did
this.
that ad. Yes,
That
yes.
was so funny.
Yeah. So it's a fun book. I know you'll enjoy it. I know you'll enjoy it, because you guys knew
Totally.
my mom, so you'll see all sorts of levels of it.
I love it. And people can come meet you tonight,
Yes.
8 o'clock at the 92nd Street Y.
I know.
You're going to be speaking with our girl Hoda.
Yep.
And are you going to be doing any book signings that we know of?
I've done my New York book signings. I am going to sign tonight, and then I'm going to start signing in LA. I've been all over the place.
Beautiful. Well, Melissa, thank you very much.
Thank
Really.
you. So, and you guys were so kind and so nice on a personal level last September, and it is so truly appreciated.
Wow. We adore you. We adore your mom.
Thanks. Oh, look, he's making that face.
Oh, what? The sad face?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Well, it's no. Your mother really was quite
But
good.
but honestly, and everyone should know it. These two showed up and were there for me, and it was, and I appreciated it.
All right. Well, all the best
Thank
to you.
you.
You know we love you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Melissa,
And
so
Greg's
much.
buying the apartment. He was hoping you were going to stay next door.
I'm one of those goofballs who actually went on a tour of the apartment with no intention to buy. Melissa, real quick, football. What do you think of the Tom Brady fiasco?
Oh, I think that it's a fascinating predicament, and I kind of agree with the report.